on in, come on in. We are going to be here for 24 minutes and then I have to run out for class, but I wanted to take a few moments to just come in real quick because, you know what, I got to check my microphone and stuff. Because I have been reading over the survey results. Okay, good. I've been reading over the survey results for the retreat that we're having this winter, and I feel even more firmly rooted and cemented in the fact that we must have this retreat. I was really surprised to read that there's so many women who are dealing with some of the very same things that I've been dealing with behind the scenes, mentally, psychologically, even physically. And even some of the visualization that some of you have described. So, listen, I'm going to say this and oh, you know what? We're not even live on every platform. So I'm going to give you all a few moments to come in. And the link to the survey is in the description. And as soon as you all start coming in, we're going to go ahead and go live on all platforms. It looks like the stream is just getting up and running right now. And then we're going to go forward from there. I hope everyone is doing well. We got 23 minutes left. Okay. All right. I see people are starting to... Uh-oh. There we go. I see people are starting to come in. So welcome, welcome, welcome. As a matter of fact, I don't even have the time to let the stream do all of that. So let's go ahead and get live on every platform and then just jump into the conversation. So thank you to all of the people who took the survey from the text notification squad and on my platform community tabs yesterday. I appreciate that. Right now, about 33 people have taken the survey. So let me just go ahead and get live on every platform. All right, we're live on Twitch. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube, which is the main platform. All right, I think that was the text notification going out right there. We had a wild night last night where we were talking about some pretty heavy topics about a mother who lost her child and a young child too. And the father of the child going out onto social media saying that he's glad the baby is gone, and then his mother, well, saying he was glad the baby was gone because he doesn't have to pay child support. And then his mother came out and was like, well, what do you want me to do? He's grown. And then she was throwing around some church phrases and stuff like that. It was a tough night last night. And what I did was this morning, I decided to scroll through some of the responses to the survey for the retreat because, especially with all that's going on in our society nowadays, we as women have been under assault for decades. And it's ramped up in the past few years. And I realized that I don't want to give away the results of the survey because I want you to take the survey and speak from your heart. But one of the things that I realized is that there are a lot of people, excuse me, there are a lot of women who are feeling some of the very same things that I am feeling. And we as women, we're in a unique position because we have cycles that flow with the ebbs and the flows of the moon and the pull on this earth, as well as life cycles where we have a reminder of when we switch from being in the focus of making other people into making ourselves. There were a lot of people who answered the survey, and many of us have not realized that after a certain time we are in transition from making others to really figuring out, how do I make my mark on this world? Who am I as a woman? What is it that I want? Where is it that I am going? Like I said, I don't want to give away Okay, Tawania started the survey. I don't want to give away a lot. And I understand, listen, there are people, it's the survey is not a short survey because it requires introspection. And I want you to take your time to answer because I'm taking the time to read because I am creating a retreat. So listen, we're going away this winter, right around New Year's, and we're going someplace warm and we're going to dive in and do some work. We're going to rebalance our chakras. We're going to do some inner child work. We're going to cut some cosmic cords. And we are going to work on healing some past traumas as well as recalibrating for an abundant future. One of the things that I saw is that we as women are really thinking about the future. We are really contemplating the past, and we are really thinking about ways that we can live a life that feels fulfilled. And so so we're going to be away for 7 days, and we're going to be someplace warm near the rainforest. And we are going to be doing team building activities. We're going to be forming sisterhoods. And one of the things that's great about this retreat is that everyone is going to be pre-vetted. We are all going to be going there ready to roll up our sleeves and do the work. And we're all going to be going there to meet connections and to meet other women who are of like mind. One of the things that I did at the beginning of this year is I rearranged my support system and friend group behind the scenes because I realized that, how do I put this? You know what? I'm going to keep that thought to myself because I want to focus on where it is that I want to go. So I'll say this about the rearranging of my friend group. We know that we become like the five closest people to us. And if we're looking around in our friend group and the people who are closest to us, mm, you see, the thing about it is that I'm talking publicly about real people. So I want to be very careful with my words. So I'll say this. I decided that I was going to shift and move towards developing associations with people who were going in a like direction, with people who had similar values and goals and were upward mobile and unapologetic about being upward mobile. Because honestly, our friends can be like the wind beneath our wings or the albatross around our neck. I really don't know what to say. Indigo is saying, I'd love to go, but I have some legal stuff to do in January, so I have to make next trip. When we're going, there is nothing happening. We're going during the deadest business time of the year. No courts are open, none of that. So, and you know what? We all have to listen. I like to strike the iron when the iron is hot. When I see that something is, listen, tomorrow's not promised. So if you see something available that you want to do today, do that today. That's all I'm going to say because tomorrow's not promised to you. It's not promised to me. But I know that when I have breath and while I have breath in my lungs, I will continue to put one foot in front of the other, push forward, recalibrate. I'm inviting you all into the most magical time of the year for me when I do my own personal healing journeys. So it's during the deadest time of the year. So there's no schools that are open, government buildings are closed, and people who are doing the most amount of business are not doing business at this time. So I want you all to take the time to fill out the survey. The link is in the description. I'll also post it here in the, I'll post it in the comments. But if you look in the description of this video, you'll get it from there too. Here, I'm going to post it in the comments. Grand rising to you all as well. All right, there we go. So I've posted the link there in the comments. So please click on the link, take the survey, and let me know what other things that are plaguing you, worrying you. What do you envision your life looking like? What is it that you want? How are you feeling? And let me know what demographic you're in. How old are your kids if you have them? What is your marital status? Because one of the things that I'm noticing is that a lot of the girlies who are responding are divorced, and they have different feelings about being divorced. Some are really happy about being divorced, and some are really sad about it. And so we have a lot of women who have children and they are now either separated or divorced from their husband. And hold on. I'm completely aware of what you're saying, but you were served court documents and aren't aware of my situation. Sometimes it's okay not to say anything, and I'm not in the USA. Okay, you weren't served court documents. Okay, listen. Okay, listen. You know what's going on in your life. I have to trust that you know what's happening, etc. However, New Year's happens all over the globe, and it is the deadest business time of the year where government buildings aren't open. However, if you feel that you need to, what do you call that? Prepare for what's going on, by all means. You have to remember that I do not know your personal situation. I am speaking publicly to address many different people who may be thinking that there are things that are going to get in the way of them going and getting their healing. And like I said, everyone is going to be pre-vetted before they go on the retreat. And what we're going to do also is we're going to form a group before the retreat so that we can get to know one another. Also coordinate rooms, who's staying in which room. There's going to be private rooms as well as rooms where you'll be bunking with another person. And so we'll coordinate that, as well as the songs we're going to be singing by the fire. Because the last retreat I went on, we were by the fire and we all didn't know the same songs. So it was kind of a dud when people were singing some lyrics. And even I didn't even know the full lyrics to Don't Worry About a Thing, because every little thing's going to be all right. That's all I knew. So we are definitely going to take the time to coordinate our songs, and we're going to be getting instruments to play by the fire. So if you have a musical talent or not, or you know what, we have time to practice how to use your tambourine or your little clinkety clonkers or whatever the case may be, because we're going to be making music together. We're going to be doing art together, and we are also having a closing ceremony, which is going to involve music and fire and a bunch of different things. So it's going to be a beautiful, wonderful, healing week. And like I said, everyone is going to be pre-vetted. So if there is someone who is worried about a court appearance that's coming up and she's not fully focused on healing that week, this is a person that is not going to be eligible to come on the healing retreat. So like I said, I leave it up to you to determine, what you know that you have to do. And there's also a vetting process where I'm going to be speaking with you all in groups and one-on-one, where we're going to get down to the root of how serious we are about making connections, making friendships, being open, holding space for other people, as well as speaking up and releasing when we have that space held for us. So absolutely, absolutely. So great morning, Joanna. It's been a while. It's since we've seen you, Ma. Talk to us. Is everything all right? So listen, I also am going to need volunteers for the retreat. So you can contact me behind the scenes about that. However, please do fill out the survey. If there's anybody who has questions, I can also open up the phone line. I mean, why not? We're on air right now. So let me close up this and get to this. And open this. All right. And move this here. And go here. All right, I need to get on to the, let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Uh, thing is acting silly. All right, there we go. Search display, display. All right, so the phone lines are open. 323-488-3149 is the phone number to call in if you have a question that you need to ask for me to clarify anything now while you got me on air with you all. I'm looking for, so my board is not working to change to the screen for the phone, and I'm trying to scroll down to see where it is, but I'm not finding it. There's so many different boards, and some of them show private stuff behind the scenes, so I don't want to just start clicking around again. IG, FB, FB, FB. I do not see the phone one. Let's see. Display 3, audio plus chat. Display, Zoom, Zoom. Cash App, Super Apples. iPhone, countdown. Commercial, heartbreak. I need to organize this better because this is not. Listen, let me just put the. Let me just put it here. Yes, 323-488-3149. I'm going to copy that and paste it. All right. So it's right there. I can't get it on the screen because I don't know where that screen is, and my board is, it's been acting funny. There's probably an update that needs to happen. But where would it be? I don't see. Let me see if I can do a control F. Control F. No, it's not doing a control F there. So City is having surgery late December, early January. Oh, okay. Keep me in mind to help sponsor a woman. All right. The call is coming in. You're on the air live with Tonya. What's your, oh, you're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name and where you calling from? Oh, it's, maybe she can't hear. All right. So, okay. So a woman who wants to attend but can't afford it, send me a message behind the scenes, tonyatko.com/contact. People are always in need of sponsorship. One of the things that I have found is that sometimes when people receive sponsorships, they don't fully appreciate the opportunity. However, like I said, everyone will be vetted. We only have 5 minutes left for the, hold on, let me grab this. You're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, I'm gonna have to answer from the computer because it looks like my sound is messing up. Let me see if it's gonna come up in the computer. Let me see. Ringing speakers, microphone. Microphone is B1. Testing, testing. You're in the air live with Tonya. What's your name and where you calling from? Yeah, I don't know what to do. It is messing up. Let me try a different thing for the microphone. All right. Let me try B2 for the microphone and see if that will work. B2, testing, testing. All right, let's see. Let's see if that will work. Try calling in again. Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, let me try calling back. Let me see if this will work.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
This is Tonya calling back. It seems like you've called a few times and the call was disconnected by accident or by technology. So I was just trying you back. All right. So there's that. So 323-488-3149. I only have 3 more minutes available to be on here, and then I have to leave for my class. So I will see you all in the next video. So please use the last 3 minutes to get your last few questions answered. I'm going to try her one more time.
Your call has been forwarded to
Well, she's having technical difficulties herself. So yes, if you can type your question, you can also type it in the thing. You don't have to call in if you wanted to speak, but if you're in a situation where you can't talk out loud, you can also type your question inside, and you can type your question for after I'm off air as well. And then we shall go from there. So I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing better than I was weeks ago. I'm still not 100%. However, I am giving myself just the space to just continue healing, even though it's been June, July, August, September. It's only been 3 months. Yeah, I'm giving myself the latitude to continue healing. All right. So if there are no other questions, hold on. Let me see if I could get this here on the screen. Okay. Someone's saying something about their semester. Let's see. I know it's been a while. I've made a career change, which is taking time to adjust. So happy for your new journey, Tonya, at graduate school. Congratulations. I'm taking a semester break. I feel you, child. I'm seeing whether or not I'm going to drop one of my classes today because I need more time to be able to plan for my retreat, for the retreat that we're having. And so let me open up the page for the retreat right now. Okay, another person has submitted their answer. So 34 people have answered it. And we only have space for maximum 20 people on the retreat. And so I'm pricing the retreat at cost for 10 people. So I'm making the cost as low as it can be just to pay for the retreat. And so yeah, that's that. All right, so I'm going to close back up the phone lines because it looks like we only have 30 more seconds to be on here. So I'm going to close back up the phone lines since we were not able to get a call through with any questions. And so if we're off air, you can just write your questions in here, or you can write to me on my website, TonyaTKO.com, and click on contact, or just do /contact after TonyaTKO.com, and then I'll answer your questions there. No question is silly, and all responses are welcome for the retreat. There we go. That's the time right there. And so I will see you all in the next video. It could be time to get up and dance, but I'll have to do that on my way to class. So I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.